Good afternoon from sacred space at Tanya's realm. It's the 1st of January 2023. We've made it this far in the space-time continuum in that Christian Gregorian calendar. It's good enough, isn't it? It's another day in paradise or in hell according to your motivations or feelings or mood swings in any given moment in the space-time continuum. But I've had a very happy, productive day. Let me just try and show you without slipping it off. Decorated this pavlova that's been sitting on my dining table for a week. I couldn't force it on anyone that came to visit. They were all either diabetic or didn't eat sweets or some other nonsensical thing. A lot of my friends, whom I love dearly, I'm not being mean, but a lot of them have got eating issues. Some have actual undercurrent eating disorders, just tiresome and hard for them too. And some have got, as I said, diabetes, so they can't eat sugary things anymore, and some are gluten-free as well as diabetic. Here's looking at you, kid. And some, like my estranged daughter and myself, are actually lactose intolerant. And I thought I bought lactose-free cream, but I didn't. So it's the full trip of cream on top of that pav, but I'm going to fucking eat it anyway. I'll be probably, depends on how my gut feels. Sometimes it'll just be like, you did not just feed me pure cream. But other times it's like, yay, dairy, I'm happy about this, and it just doesn't affect me, but it's hit and miss, people. But anyway, there's not a lot of cream, it's more pavlovas, so the eggs and the sugar might counteract the cream and I might hold it down. But anyway, it's New Year's Day, and as usual, the mama T, the Tanya, was alone in her house, and I cooked up a treat today. I cooked up a apricot chicken in my air fryer, which turned out rather yummy, and I had that with sweet potato and potato salad and pasta salad that I made yesterday. When I cook, people of Earth, because I really hate cooking, it's not my favourite thing to do actually. So I make enough food to feed an army, and since I'm the only one here, I invariably have to plough my way through a massive cook for about 3 or 4 days. So my last pasta salad went off on me because you can't freeze it down, I'll have to make sure I plough through this one I've made. And but like meals I usually freeze down in the freezer, and then on days when I can't possibly bear the thought of cooking at all, just gives me the heebie-jeebies, I'll pull something out of the freezer and eat that. And I like variety with my food because I was married to a chef at one time and I was very spoiled with my dietary requirements. I had one rule in that house. One rule was never make me eat the same meal 2 days or 3 days running, because it was something my mother used to do to me, and it was made eating kind of a torture device. So I have to give credit where it's due. My former husband was very good about making sure that if we cooked too much in excess, we froze meals down, but we would always have a variety. So I never had to eat the same meal over and over and over again, twice or 3 times. But I'm going to be breaking my own rule because I'm going to be feckin' eating this pavlova. It's a massive big pavlova. I actually bought to share with guests and then no one wanted it. So you stiffed me with the fucking pavlova. Don't you know that I'm fat enough already? But anyway, they're all laughing because they probably did it on purpose, It's a bit like that sometimes when your friends are like little ways of getting revenge. Usually save it up for Christmas and Hanukkah and New Year's. So anyway, so there will be pavlova and pasta salad and potato salad till I die it. But I never diet because diet is a 4-letter word. But anyway, It's just an in-joke, people of Earth. So, I've decided to carry on with my readings of Arabian Nights, and as I said, I had 2 videos queued up, but I lost them when I had to reconfigure, factory reset my laptop, so I have to start again from fresh. We're up to Aladdin and the Wonderful Lamp, and it's a really long story, so it's probably going to be 3 videos. So I know I'll try not to segue and do weird feckum channelings from the spirit worlds that jump in from time to time. I'll try to be good. I can't guarantee it because I'm for Tanya, and whatever happens, happens, and I go with the flow, hit the ground running, and let my brain do what my brain wants to do. And all the food fetishists that watch my YouTube videos are like, oh yay, she's eating on live. I usually try to hide it when I'm eating, but it's pavlova, so I'm not going to hide from pavlova. Lemon, lime and bitters, I'm not going to hide from the lemon, lime and bitters either. I'm not going to hide from myself. I'm not going to hide from my truth. I'm not going to hide from my love. I'm not going to hide from the nature of reality as I know it in this inverted paradigm. I'm not going to hide from nothing and no one unless you give me the heebie-jeebies, and I might slip out the back, Jack, very discreetly, and you won't even know whether I was there or not. I'm good at that. But please don't anyone give me the heebie-jeebies, because I don't like that slimy negativity in my life. We want joy, we want peace, we want delight, we want excitement, we want loyalty and fidelity, we want truth and honour and integrity, we want passion and romance with a man who adores me at their point of time, when I can figure out who's going to be sticking around for a reasonable amount of time, if not for the rest of our lives. Someone really, a real love. I'm manifesting a real love. Oh, I wrote about that. This morning. I was very creative. When I wasn't cooking, I was writing mad reams of stuff on my Facebook ramblings, which I have 103 friends, and they get to be hostages to my writings, and sometimes I make the posts public if I think it might be something that relates to someone that's not on my Facebook and needs to see what I'm rambling on about. I might sometimes make them public, but then sometimes when I make public posts I get fucking weirdos and stalkers, from all over the world, and then I have to shut all that down. So that's a pain in my ass, equivalent of having to slip out the back, Jack, and make a new plan, Stan, and how does the song go? Don't need to be coy, Roy, just set yourself free. Yes, I live my life in a kind of a fairy tale existence, as if I really am a literary giant or Paul Simon's bitch, depending on. It's all open to interpretation. Let's do this chair spin. Ready? Whee! Paul Simon. There's angels in the architecture, spinning in infinity, and they will say, hallelujah. But anyway, it's not my only favourite songwriter. There's many I can pluck out from the ether. Sometimes I wonder, seriously, if I ever have an original thought at all. I'm just a walking golem that's just manifesting other people's thoughts and dreams and intentions and manifestations, and if I'm being pre-programmed, and God forbid if I've turned into a zombie automaton that lacks her own will and heart. And no, that's not true, is it? Let's calm the farm. We must calm the farm. Let's stay in our own lane. Charlie just said hello. You say hello to people? Say hello to people, Charlie. You can't drink from the straw because you don't have lips. Loose lips sink ships, but you don't have them. So we don't have to worry about your loose lips, do we, Charlie? See, it helps to be a little bit creative and quirky. Charlie wants a drink. Have a drink, Ed. Just a little drink. Just a little one. That's it. No, a little bit of Angostura bitters in there. Probably won't hurt you. That's only tiny bit. Hello, you didn't even drink it. You didn't drink it, you just stirred me up. Bobo's in Valhalla. Bobo's in Valhalla. One day Mama might be there. Hopefully I'll be there with Bobo. But not today, probably not tomorrow either. Just calm your phone, Charlie. It's all good. You're going to stick with Mama for a very long time. We're going to make these quirky, weird videos for a very long time. To an audience of one. Sometimes I'm the only one that watches my own stuff. The only one that comprehends it. Oh! But you have to laugh. Alright. I'm trying to decide if I should read my writings out to you. Because I wanted to start with Aladdin, but I wrote some good stuff this morning. Oh, I've been so creative. I love it when I'm like that. Why can't I be like that every day? Why can't I just glow and grow and achieve and believe and receive? And oh, you know what? Let's do it, babies. Let's read it. It's going to be a 2-video one, this one, because I've already raved on and haven't started the Aladdin story, and now I want to read you my musings. So be pre-warned. You have the power of the red blippy button with the little square in the middle to turn me off at any given time in the space-time continuum. And just be grateful for that, because you can turn me off, but I can't turn my own brain off. Like, hello? Anyway, let me just get to the source of what I want to read to you. And I'll also attempt to eat my pav while we're doing this. Alright, here we go, babies. Are you ready? 8:26 a.m. It's astonishing to be awake that early and that productive, by the way. Yes, hello. Happy New Year. I pray, wish, hope for and aspire to great things in 2025. I feel like it's going to be another exponential growth year. Lots of new experiences, new adventures, if I can afford it, or if I allow it. I could have gone to a gig up the sunny coast last night, but I was too scared. I was too much of a scaredy cat. So I need to allow things, be more courageous and audacious, and grab life by the cojones and ride through my own fears and insecurities, and yes, that's what I shall be doing. Anyway, I continued writing. I had a better sleep last night, 1.2 events per hour. The previous night was 7.6 events. I was utterly exhausted yesterday because of that. Really knocked me down. This breathing during my sleep thing is still negligible. But I feel like I am going to heal myself to the point that I can have a much more normal life. No, fuck it. Forget normal. Let's choose extraordinary. Perhaps even have a love partnership of my choosing. Someone who values, cherishes, adores me. So I can kick off the shields, barriers, atrophies that have protected me, but also kept me somewhat trapped in isolation. New Year's Day 2025, alone again. Oh, it's not so bad. Had a wonderful day. If I can heal my sleep apnea, I can eliminate that rhinoceros beetle mask and look at least attractive while I rest at night. Lull and breathe. Breathing is good. And I put a smiley face with lots of lines, which means I'm bibbity bobbity for joy. Breathing is good. So, an autonomic response, and you need to do it, to keep doing it until you can no longer do it anymore, and then you're dead. It is a shame, and I can tell you there is no actual death. It's only changing form from one form to another form. But do we fight to stay in our forms? And that's the whole point of life. Staying alive. Just ask, what was that movie? John Travolta and whoever was in that movie with him. I can't remember now. So many years ago. Anyway, staying alive, babies. And not just staying alive, but making the very best of your life, whatever circumstances you find yourself in. Living in joy, peace, and harmonic resonance with your true beloved ones, however they manifest. Mine's a bird. Anyway, let me continue. What is more important though? Maintaining my breathing, my freedom, my independence, my peace, my warrior goddess stance, my wild shamanic dance, or settling down to comfort and ease with a man who may or may not stick around for the long haul and even actually be good to and or for me. It's a terrifying, wait a minute, rewind. No, that's right. It's a terrifying concept, basically, because I've never had that before in my entire life, at almost 60, so there was that. It's a terrifying concept, allowing another person to share your intimate life with, trusting that they don't get all rapey or controlling or destructive or worse, homicidal, as I've walked that line too many times before. Just saying. It's difficult to know what the future really holds for me. It's always a finely wrought balancing act. I'm trying to move into a different life, one where I am loved safely and wholeheartedly, where I am respected, cared for, and at times protected. One where we both express great passion for each other when I find out who my real love is, like that I know for sure that they want me in their life, whoever that person manifests to be in the future. Am I right? Like, I'm not putting pressure on anyone, I'm just working things out day by day, moment by moment, breath by breath. So where we both express great passion for each other, where we are both safe and happy in each other's arms, where we have lots of fun together as a couple, where we choose each other by heart, mind, body and soul, delighting in each other with perfect trust that our love is real, just like Charlie's and my love is real. I know, you've got pavlova on your beak, you're a very funny bird. Where we have great communication, not just that weird telepathy I often develop with my beloved ones, by that I mean my closest friends, and my bird, and my psychiatrist, I've got it with him too. It's full on, people. It can be very debilitating at times if I'm picking up too many connections from too many people at the same time. It feels like a breakdown sometimes. Sometimes it is a breakdown. That was very yummy. Where were we? But actual mutual communication in words, energy, and body language. She's a smoochy bird. Yeah, smoochy birdie. She's speaking to me in body language. She's going, oh, I love it when you scratch my ear, Mama T. Oh, I love it when you feed me pavlova and you scratch my ear. You're all right, Charlie. You're all right. You and I, baby, we got it all going on. We got it all going on, don't we? Yes, we do. We really do, though. It's going to be a wonderful year this year. Look at my writing. That's a gift from the gods, channeled through my psyche and my fingertips to you out there in the YouTube world to show you what's possible for you too. Because I'm not the only, single person on the planet wanting a true love partnership and to heal their lives and to start fresh and begin the begin and become and grow and evolve and blossom and unfurl. Anyway, let's keep going before I get emotional. It's delightful when you know you are loved so deeply and truly and holistically that you don't need to speak even a word. You just know. When you know you can trust another person with your heart, your mind, your body, and your spirit. Probably should add soul to that because they're not quite the same thing, but you know what I mean. Can I trust you with your soul, Charlie? Can you trust me with my soul? I think so. Look at her. She's like, oh, you're gorgeous. You are such a gorgeous beauty. Yes, you are. You've got a gorgeous mama too as well. Yes, we're a bit gorgeous. We're also a bit squidgy sometimes, but we're very gorgeous. And we choose to be gorgeous. Anyway, I went to bed before midnight last night. I was utterly exhausted. Oh dear goddess, I went to bed at 11. I was like knackered. So today, 1st of January 2025, will bring its own magic and the year will unfurl before me like a freshly washed white cotton bedsheet flapped out into the winds of fate and a fresh canvas to draw my psychedelic dreaming upon and manifest at long last my greatest love and most sanguine, joyous, delightful life ever. I know it's coming. Of course I get delusional this time of year, but it could be coming. Let's believe it. Let's make it happen, babies. Then I write. The doubts and fears always kind of snare things and ruin it a little bit. This is something I'm working on, people, to shuck off the shields and the barriers and the doubts and the fears and get rid of the fake things that aren't good for me and allow only the authentic and genuine and cathartized and crystallized and meant for me. Right, here we go, babies. Maybe not this year, but soon. How long is soon? How long is a piece of string? I still have a lot to achieve. Might find a way to get out of fucking housing commission and disability pension so I can invite a beautiful man into my life so I don't feel like a fucking loser and, incapable of being with someone because of my own instability and insecurity and poverty and all that bullshit. I've got to shuck off that albatross too, babies. I don't think I can do it. So the one is never going to come because I can't do the impossible. But as Audrey Hepburn once said, even the word impossible has I'm possible. So I just have to keep chipping away and working at it and believing and receiving in my own magic and my own love, and that someone wonderful will absolutely want to be with me one day. Oh, sweet, isn't it? Here we go. Poor Mama T. But poor Mama T nothing. I've worked hard at this for at least the last decade, but in real terms I've been in therapy for 30 years. So when I blow all those barriers and limitations off, it's going to be incendiary, people. Incendiary in a good way. Like, nothing negative. So, maybe not this year, but soon. I still have a lot to achieve, but also to believe in and receive, either alone, size, or in a beautiful, loving partnership with a wonderful man. We are supported by our equally beautiful, loving friends, business associates, community, families, and tribe. We are happy, we are successful, we are thriving, we have each other by our own free will, choosing each other by day and by night. Just saying, has to happen, has to be a real love, or quite happy to stay on my own for the rest of my life. It feels like a dreadful curse and a fate, but I've been alone for 30 years in real terms, so it's not so bad. Got pavlova and lemon, lime and bitters, and my bird just shat down my back. She's a bird and that's what she does. Oh, well anyway. We have each other driving that one home a little bit, you understand. Babies. One day or today. Don't know what made me say that. You see what I mean? It becomes kind of a weird channeling sometimes. One day or today. Why not today? Today's as good as any other day. It's not going to happen today in real terms because I don't know who this person is for sure. And but anyway, one day or today. Today, tomorrow and tonight. Don't mention today and tonight. Never mind. Carry on. Life is ours to co-create. For Tanya and her spelling, because I'm a witch and I write these and they become like manifestations and spells. Cute, innit? But I must hold the vision. Yes, you must hold the vision too, Charlie, if you want a daddy one day. Do you want a daddy? She goes, what's that? What do I need one of those for, Mama T? I'm perfectly fine with just you, Mama. She's also kind of obsessed with me and she won't like having a daddy. She'll have to get used to it one day, won't she? Hopefully it's a nice person that likes my bird. Yes, since she's the last of my pets left to me. Yes, Bobo's in Valhalla, but I choose you, Charlie. I do. She's my baby. Now, where were we? Alright. But we must hold the vision for what I want of what I want for my life and allow it to fall into place all around me as though it's already manifested. And I have seen that, actually, in the last few years, how things have just kind of flowered around me and then just set into their own rhythms, and I've been like, oh, this was a dream of mine only 10 years ago, and now it's potentiates are there for the right person and their own timing with their own free will. but the potentiates were already laid out for me like a checkerboard, and it's been astonishing and humbling and actually beautiful. But that person is a friend, and probably, I only did it out of friendship and no other romantic ideas. But I'm grateful for it because it showed me that if that person could do that for me as a true friend, what would a true lover do for me? By the gods. That'll blow my head off just thinking about that. But I don't want to run with it because it has to be the right person. And here I continue. With harm to none and competition with none, with deep true love and honour, so it's already done. It was done out of a space of true heartfelt intentions and honour, and it's been kept in a very protective space by me and all our gorgeous friends, and that person also. Let the magic happen. We healed each other in that space. All of us together supported and nurtured and healed each other. I was brought into that space quite deliberately and didn't even realise it for the first few months what was going on. But now I get it. My beautiful ones, why you wanted me there, why it was important to you to nurture me along. You saw something in me I didn't even see in myself, perhaps at that time, while I was grieving my dog. So there was that. Anyway, my gorgeous ones, here we continue. Kisses to the void, to the multiverses, to my dear sweet loving friends, to the one, and again, don't know who that person specifically is, because when I'm calling in the one, I'm calling in a sexual life partner, not just as a platonic friendship, but as a romantic, sexual, supportive, loving partnership as well. And I won't set limits on who that person is because I don't know yet. I don't know, and it's not fair to put pressure on people who are unavailable and whose love is real and true but who are unavailable. That's not cricket, as I've said before in other videos. So I'm still putting out a call signal like Batman flashing out into the void for the one. And I will know who the one is when they let me know. And, however it works. To the multiverses, to my dear sweet loving friends, and to the one who is powerful, courageous. It's not easy to love the Tanya. Those of you who watch my videos probably guessed that. And deeply loving to take on that intransigent, stubborn, but also traumatized brat, the Tanya. Are you in my path over again, Charlie? The one who will make me lay down my shields and armouring. The one who will hold me precious and be a wonderful lover and partner to me without making me bristle up, break down or want to run away to no man's land where no man can ever hurt me But also, no man can ever love me either. Send me to no man's land, I'll never let you fucking in ever again as long as you draw breath. Just remember that, boy chicks. We're still filming. My laptop's doing weird pop-ups, which I don't know why, because I didn't click on anything. Yes, we're still filming. Okay. It's a dark, shadowy, lonely place. And I've chosen to live in it for decades. Sad but true. Had to stay safe. Even though I make my little forays out of the wasteland, if you wonder what I mean by wasteland, you need to read T.S. Eliot's Wasteland and you get more of a academic idea of what I mean by no man's land and living in the shadowlands of your own psyche to keep yourself safe and hide and bide time until finally at almost 60 you push yourself out and fucking manifest. And it's terrifying and also incredibly amazing and wondrous as well. So thank you to my beautiful friends who facilitated that process in the last, at the Brooklyn Standard, 16 months, but years even before that. Thank you for seeing me and loving me anyway. God's bless you all. I love you so much. You can't quantify how much I love those of you who have supported me all these years, because I can be difficult. You know, I'm a trauma survivor from early childhood. I went through hell on earth right up until the age of 50. I can be difficult. Even though I make my little forays out of the wasteland and glitter up and gussy up and transmute the darkness with my wild dance for one night only. On rare occasions I've managed 2 nights, but it's a lot for me with my sleep apnea, which is always a triumph and a glorious defiance against my own desolation imposed on me by former abusers, particular the initial wounding with my family of origin, but you know, my shitty defunct marriage and other relationships that almost caused my death. It's been a long, hard fight back to me, babies. How does that song go? I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me. I've been to paradise and back numerous times now, literally kicked back to planet Earth by the gods after near deaths. That's why I'm a bit weird, people of Earth. WYRD. That's why I've never been able to manifest a truly loving partner, because I'm not like other humans. Never was, never will be, even less likely to be like them now in my current state of transmutation and metamorphosis. Here I continue writing. However, I think this year, 2025, I just might move into the other worlds more. The worlds of connection, community, partnership, deep, deep love. Travel more. Need money for that. Create more. Reinvigorate my sexuality with a loving, supportive, trustworthy, honouring partner. He's out there somewhere, that man that is worthy of my body, mind, spirit, intellect, emotions, soul. The one who won't fucking trigger me play games with my emotions, throw women at my feet to make me feel insecure and, invalidated and kind of dehumanised. Had one like that before, a lover like that 10 years ago. Evil is what it was. So these are things that I don't want ever again. And I'm not a petty or jealous person by nature. I realise that there's many loves in this world and we can love many people. But if I'm in a sexual relationship, don't play those fucking depraved games. You'll lose me for good. For good next time. Interpret that how you like. It's not a threat to suicide, by the way, but did almost bring me to the brink with that other monster 10 years ago. It was vicious what he put me through. But I'm peeled from that. I'm only saying it as a frame of reference of what I don't want. It's been a long, hard healing the last going into 10 years, nine and a half years. It's taken me to recover from that, to love someone again. It took a lot. Here I write, eek, can I do it? Meaning reinvigorate my sexuality with someone. Is there someone like that for me and only me? I'm hammering it home. I don't want polyamorous or triangulated or sadistic or perverted or false sexual partnerships with a man ever again. I don't deserve that. No one does. Unless you're into that kind of thing. Some women like polyamorous relationships. It's their thing. It's not my thing. It destabilises and dehumanises me. Makes me feel trashed and unloved and desolate and betrayed. Had enough betrayal even from my own mother. Why would I choose relationships like that? And if I keep choosing them and therapy hasn't helped me in 30 years, then it's not going to change. But I'm working on finding out who is a man who loves me so deeply and truly that I will be more than enough for him. He'll be satisfied and joyous and grateful and contented to be with me in the love of both our lives, choosing each other every day and every night in contentment. Eyes only for each other. Loins quivering only for each other. Yeah, I know. It's a bit weird, but let's ask for what I really want. Let's not play fucked up games with my own emotions and my own manifestations. Anyway, is there someone out there for me and only me? I don't know. Could be. It was promised to me many, 30 years ago. But I can't live in fairy tale land all my life. Some things have to become 3D reality. Things that you can see and touch and feel and make love with and share a life with and support each other and be there with each other. Out of free will, not out of weird fucked up desperation or obsessions or submissions, but a healthy, constructive, loving partnership that's good for both of us. Oh, I really am the psychedelic dreamer, aren't I? I keep dreaming. But it's a good dream and I'm holding on to it, babies. Anyway, I continue writing. Get older gracefully. Laugh more. Be surrounded by good, kind people who see me and value me. Like the amazing souls who I have been honoured, surprised, and delighted to dance with and or for in 2024 and prior to that 2023 and all the years going back to 14 years ago or even more. But surprised, honoured and delighted to dance for you in 2024 at the Brooklyn Standard. My gorgeous, magical, powerful, wonderful ones that have included me and loved me wholeheartedly. Here I write, my gorgeous ones, I love you all. Thank you for gifting me that safe container where the Tanya gets to be her zany, wild, magical self, knowing that I am valued. Free to be me in all worlds, paradigms and echelons. Thank you for the beautiful spaces you co-created for me at Fitzy's in the Koala Tavern too. Oh, the mischief and delight at the Koala Tavern. I will never forget that, laughing out loud. Never as long as I live will I forget that. It was delightful. I pray they invite my handsome, talented friends, alter egos back so we can do that again. I guess it was just a moment in time that would never be repeated, but by the gods, it would be fun if we could have that again in a venue where Scott and I can bounce off each other energetically and have our little comedy routine going. It was delightful. This is the power of having wonderful friends who kind of dropped me in at the deep end, to be honest, but didn't know that I'm very good at swimming. Still swimming, baby boy, still swimming. But I love you all, I do. You've been so good and kind to me, absolutely. So we can do that again, and I wrote, often, but if it doesn't happen, we will keep doing what we do best. Play fabulous music, in their case, and in my case, dance. Dear Koala Tavern needs to stop getting high on eucalyptus and sleeping and bring back my men. I refer to them as my men. They're not actually my men. You know, they don't belong to me per se. But I've supported their band for 14 years, so we feel like kind of connected via our music and my dance and our support for each other over the years. We feel like family. Well, I feel that way about them anyway. They may not feel the same way about me, but they've been kind and nurturing of the Tanya at the Brooklyn Standard and at the Koala Tavern. So in that sense, they are my men, but not in a, not in a anything inappropriate, people of Earth. Although there was a little bit of stirring up that night at the Koala Tavern, which was hilarious. Oh, what fun we had. We have so much fun together, all of us. Anyway, let me continue. Just saying, bring back my men, just saying. With or without the Tanya's mad performance art, which is what I'm saying is whether I'm there with them or not. Can't always be there with them at gigs, It's be a bit weird, people of Earth. But anyway, we had a nice little comedy routine that happened quite spontaneously too. Yes, it was magical, delightful and hilarious. But anyways, we are going to kick off. By we, I guess I really mean me. Pardon me. But anyways, me and my alter egos, are going to kick off all limitations this year. Hold each other precious. Hold the vision for our futures, individually and collectively. Make this life worth it. All the pain, all the struggle, all the constant transmutations, metamorphosing from the horror to something wise and capable and stable, so we can live more joyously and sanguinely and safely than ever before. Let's do it. Watch this space. Grateful, happy woman here. Kiss, kiss, kiss. So that was the first bit of writing this morning. Then I wrote, I just tried to share my daily journaling of even date going back through the years from Vocal Media, which is where I store all my writings. But no longer copies across to Facebook. My friends, readers, supporters have to sign into Vocal Media to read my stuff. That's bullshit. It really grinds my gears. I pay a considerable amount of money to have my material published on there. Works out at about $180 a year, which isn't a lot to most people, but when you subsist on a disability pension, it's a lot. It's $15 a month. It's a lot. But anyway, it should be shareable. My creativity and potentiates are always stymied by some malfeasant motherfuckery. Seriously, I'm getting a bit sick of that too. Just saying, breathe, Tanya. I will write them a formal complaint later. Well, here we are complaining on YouTube and on Facebook, so I probably got that memo. By the way, I copied and pasted it right onto Vocal Media, so I don't need to write a formal complaint. They've got that memo. Oh, it grinds my gears. But, you know, it's a wonderful platform, has all my thoughts harvested like loose-feeding, soul-sucking psychic vampires, and I pay for them for the privilege. So I just want to be able to share my material with my friends whenever I want to, am I right? Without them having to sign in or join their platform and then to extricate more money out of people. It's just fucking rude and not cricket, by the way. I will write them a formal complaint later. Too tired still, tired of struggling for every little thing. But all good, I will tweak it. No twerking allowed because I am old, short and fat. I had a wonderful night with this gorgeous younger woman at the Brooklyn Standard a few months ago. She wanted me to have a twerk contest with her. I refused to twerk. I'm too old and short and fat. So she did this fabulous twerking and I just did my mad washing. Oh, it was brilliant. It was a real dance-off. We had a ball, that lady and I. Can't remember what her name was now. Very beautiful younger woman too. Oh, well, we had fun. But anyway, no twerking allowed because I'm old, short and fat. But shaking my assets and rattling my dags and fighting forward as I do every day of my life, laughing out loud. So there you go. Then I posted my sleep report, which showed I had only stopped breathing 1.2 times per hour last night, which is why I'm feeling good today and a bit energised and motivated. And then I wrote another long piece. Fuck it. This is my year. It really is. I'm a wood snake in Chinese astrology, and in February, when the Chinese New Year begins, it's a wood snake. So this year's matching my energy signature, and I feel so good today. I can tell it's going to be a good year. It doesn't mean that bad things won't happen, because that's life, and bad things happen throughout the year out beyond our control, but I'm going to surf and ride through it like I surfed and rode through the 3 months of hell that happened between July and September, October last year. It was a bit tickety-boo, quite frankly, by the gods. But anyway, I don't think anything nasty like that's going to happen this year. I'm just riding through. Mustang Quay is riding through. Little birdie. Fuck it, this is my year. I'm reclaiming all aspects of myself that are mine, truly mine, gifted freely with great honour and love. I don't know what exactly I'm talking about there. Probably my creativity and my writing and my jewellery making and my trauma processing and my dancing and my living and loving and breathing and being. So vocal media will no longer hold my mad musings, ramblings, mental recalibrations fucking hostage. I'm not saying they do that in a nasty way. It's probably some bloody glitch in their system. But I was really enraged this morning that I can't share my stories anymore. It's just rude. For which I pay $15 a month, as I told you before. I mean, I will preserve that account and keep paying for it because I'm stupid and I like to pay for my things and feel I have worth and honour and integrity and don't like freeloading. I always pay. I might pay heavily discounted prices in certain circumstances because the people were kind to me and help a woman out, but I still pay most of the time. I mean, I will preserve that account and keep paying for it so I can edit, but it's time I threw my words and energy. There's that illusion again in my story earlier when I mentioned the white sheep and unfurled out into the future and drawing upon it my creativity and what I want from life and shaking it out and folding it up and putting it in the linen cupboard and enjoying the freshness and the vitality of it and maybe one day making my bed with it and laying on it with a wonderful partner. Why not? I know. I can't help myself, can I? But if you're going to manifest, people, manifest. Just don't manifest anything festy and unsuitable and not for both your highest good. Just saying. By the gods. It's time I threw my words and energy out to a wider audience. You can tell that I'm on the brink of some extreme change here. To my supporters and or real loves, by that I mean my beautiful friends who adore me no matter what, even though I'm zany and quirky and a bit weird, WYRD. Co-conspirators of heart, mind, truth, and bliss. I will collate each year's best of the best of my mad literary scramblings and publish them on Amazon. By that I mean I'm going to turn them into an actual book, some kind of journal, There's a lot of writing in each year's Facebook that I've gleaned in the past. There's a lot. There's going to be a lot of freaking books. Who wants to listen to that or read it? Probably no one. But I can look over it and have a good laugh. Sometimes I have to have a good laugh at myself too. It's a life, people. Make the best of what you have. It's all you've got. Your own mind, body and spirit. Your own creativity and your own personal development. It's all you've got. You can live off other people's achievements or kudos or philosophies or other people's manifestations, but be original. Get your own. If I have one original thought in amongst all that writing, I'm happy. Not just a conglomerate of other people's dreaming and thinking and processing. T.S. Eliot, though, he's a bloody good poet, well worth having incorporated into your psyche somewhere. I continue writing. If anyone is interested in my personal healing or concomitant healing of others in my journaling, they can then purchase my writing from there, meaning from Amazon. I don't even know how that works, people of Earth. I'm in the process of trying to throw a book up at the moment, but I don't know if I can do it. So I'm all talk. Got to remember that sometimes I'm all talk. Doesn't always end up happening. Why? Fear of failure, fear of success. It's a pain in my ass. So why I'm grateful for all the wonderful support and encouragement I get every day from my beautiful friends and my psychiatrist when I see him 2 weekly. I'm fighting every day to achieve the improbable and the impossible out of my own body, mind and spirit. Alone. It's overwhelming at times and I do go into breakdown mode when I get into overwhelm. I'm only human. Didn't have a normal life like most of you watching my videos, so it's not an excuse, but it's the glass ceiling I'm constantly fighting against. Like a birdie in a golden cage, I've got to kick off all those restrictions and false beliefs that hold me back. Fear, false evidence appearing real. I have to kick that all down. It's also to do with my feelings of self-worth and success, so I can invite my beautiful man into my life at last and say, here's what I bring to the table. I'm not such a loser after all. Are you capable of being with me as I am, broken but rebuilt and kintsugi'd? Will you love me tomorrow? Will you love me when I'm 64 and I'll never be 6 foot tall, but will you love me when I transmute my hobbit persona into Galadriel and incorporate all my innate spiritual power, and which can be fucking terrifying at times, people of Earth. Can you love this person that's looking at you from her YouTube, from her computer screen? Can you? Will you? Can I love me enough to be good and kind to myself, to invite a safe, loving man into my life? I think I can. I think I'm there now. But I don't dare get too ahead of myself, you understand. I've had it ripped away from me before and chewed and gnawed on and divested and desecrated many, many times before. Anyway, you can either purchase my writing from there if I ever throw my book up into another avenue where I can actually earn money from it instead of paying and paying and paying and not being able to share my own stories for free with my own bloody friends. Like, what the fuck is that? Seriously. And, or you can come to me in person for a copy, which you will either pay for or get for free, depending on how well I know you and trust you and like you and love you, and whether you want to pay me for my true value. I've had a lot of loose feeders and leeches in the decades that just took and took and took and took, left me with nothing. So there is that. I won't be repeating those patterns anymore either. We give to each other freely or not at all. It's a symbiotic feedback loop. We build each other up, we hold space for each other, and we give what we can. We're not in a financial position. We give with energy, we give with love, we give with stories, we give with creativity and my also unpaid for YouTube videos. Enough said. But it's all good. I do this of my own free will, people of Earth. No one forces me, no one makes me, no one puts me into a time frame or a deadline, puts pressure on me. What I give because I want to. And if I withhold it, it's because I want to do that too. Especially if someone pisses me off. There's going to be a lot of withholding if people don't respect my creativity and my worth as a woman. But anyway, here I write. Of course it's hard to know which writings are of deep value to anyone except me. That's the hard part. It's hard to know. I would hate to grow up to be a fucking narcissist like my mother. Yes, I would. Or she was a monster. You have no idea what kind of low-level entity, monster it really was, and no doubt still is. But some truths are self-evidentiary and need to be expressed, not repressed, oppressed or suppressed. I will never be silenced, people of Earth. That's why I give my things away for free. It's hard for people to suppress something they got for free. They can withhold the monetization on YouTube, or Vocal can play stupid little AI glitchy games about not being able to share your own freaking words. But I gave it for free. That shit will not fly. It only causes abuse dynamics, atrophy, misunderstandings, violations of personal authority and or integrity. I want to say body autonomy as well, but I wrote integrity. We're talking about the last 4 years here when I was shadow banned and silenced. You were complicit in the genocide of my species. Those of you who dared silence me. Sorry, Galadriel just came out to play. You don't mind, do you? She's Queen of the Elves. No one ever fucks with the Queen of the Elves. I'm half joking, by the way. I'm just Tanya. I'm nobody special. Nobody special at all. But when I say no, sit up and take notice. After my childhood experiences, no was the only valid answer when faced with that machinery of evil we've just come through. Still recalibrating from, by the way. Violations of personal authority, and or integrity, depression, repression, suppression, or societal breakdowns, and ultimately death. So I could joke and say, show me the money, but you know what? Nobody paid me for my truth speaking, trying to save all my friends and family and my community. No, instead I was marginalised and mandated out of the dark space for 6 months and slandered and maligned and all the other crap that went on. What did the Tanya did? Sat back and laughed at it all, because I know all bad things must eventually pass. And there'll be regrowth and regeneration and a whole new society. We'll have to rebuild from ground zero, and those of us who still have healthy bodies, minds, spirits, are going to have to assist the ones that are weakened and atrophied by the malfeasance of our times. Can we do it? It's a heavy burden. Like a careening aeroplane about to crash, to put on your own oxygen mask and literally save yourself before you can save anyone else. I tried to tell people that too, but they wouldn't listen to me. I continue writing. Hold your value and your truth, people of Earth. Each one of you know who you are and hold your value and your truth. Don't have to agree with me on certain subjects, but if you think real hard about it, on the subject of what happened with that transmutation, transmogrification, deep down you'll know I was right all along. Thank you in advance for the apologies I'll never receive from many of you. I don't fucking care. I held on to my own oxygen mask and I held my head high and I spoke out on every social media platform I was operating from, and the fact that I was shadow banned and silenced and maligned, it's not my fault. I tried to assist where I could, without expecting anything in return, just to have us remain human, Homo sapiens sapiens. Dear goddess. I continue writing. I am so tired, so tired. But on we go, fighting forwards, love to all, kiss, big agape love, unconditional love, the human capacity to love, no matter who, no matter what, our own selves, our own souls, keep fighting forwards. Hopefully I'll be fighting forwards one day with a beautiful man by my side who values, cherishes, appreciates, supports me, and have our happy ever after together. Oh, smallest violin. Diddly, 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 diddly. No, I won't be sarcastic, because it's happening, and it's happening right now, people of Earth. It's just going to take a little bit more time and patience till I find out whether I'm going to heal from my sleep apnea for real, whether I'm going to achieve all my highest ideals, which is to be self-determined, successful in my own right, financially independent. That might never happen. That might never happen given my circumstances. And able to live my life in harmonic resonance with a beautiful man who is a wonderful lover, friend, companion and partner to me. with free will and harm to none, and competition with none. Dear Goddess. Well, on we go. I can see this day has gifted me my enormous fiery zest for life. I was really innovative this morning. You can see it in my writing. I was half dead or most of yesterday. So swings and roundabouts, people of Earth. Something I'm still having to work through too. My innate revolutionary spirit and reinvigorated my passions. It's amazing what a good sleep can do for one. Oh, Charlie, hop off the screen. It's a good girl. You're so good. You know how good you are? You're such a good birdie. Yes, you are. I know. It's frustrating being a birdie, living with an older lady who keeps talking to some weird box that you don't understand what's going on there. I know. It's called the internet. There's other humans. Some other humans might even have birdies too, looking at you going, how is it that there's a birdie there and I can't see or touch her or smell her, but I can hear her and see her? It's a one-dimensional love affair, isn't it? Oh, I could cry my soup about that, but we won't do that. We'll handle it, baby. I have beautiful, true, authentic, loving friends that I met on the internet. My beautiful Jackie, who visited me recently, about 2 weeks ago for the first time. We met in 25 years. So it's not all one-dimensional and empty and voided. It can be quite beautiful and authentic too, when you finally get to meet people and see them in their true forms in 3D reality. It's lovely. To you, Jackie. Where were we? Oh yes. Reinvigorated passions and amazing what a good sleep can do for one. If this keeps up, I'll be a little bit dangerous, darlings, indeed. I might be on the cusp of being a fully functioning, successful woman one day. And then, how many men will be beating down my door when I have money and status and a better house to live in and a better car? But I don't want men that only want me for superficial materialistic things. It's probably why I stay poor. It's like a cosmic test. Like Rapunzel stuck in the ivory tower and having to throw down her hair and find out who's prepared to climb up and live in a squalid little tower room with her and think it's the most fabulous palace because they love each other. Oh, I think I've gone off in the summer heat. Do forgive me, people of Earth. More than usual, where I moonlight as a quietly osmosing complex PTSD patient, when really I always was this warrior goddess of magic and delight and deep, deep love for my fellow earthlings. Who knew? Shh, don't tell them. Everybody look busy. Little short, fat hobbitses. Like taking the world by surprise on our various adventures to nowhere land and or every man's land. Where is my precious? Where indeed? Where's our precious, Charlie? Where's our precious? I think the precious in Lord of the Rings was Gollum's golden ring though. I mean a person. My golden boy. My golden man. But anyway, Where is he? Out there living his best life. Probably doesn't even know I exist yet. Oh, giant big cello thumping into the void. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Oh no, that's my heart trying not to give me a heart attack. But it's kintsugi and it's golden, spiritual gold. My heart will go on, babies. My heart will go on, won't it, Charlie? She says, you have a beautiful heart, Mama T. As beautiful as mine. That's why we're together. Where's my kissy? Do I get a kiss? Do I get a kiss, stingy bird? Oh. All right, that's enough out of you. Are you ready for a kiss now? Okay. We're gonna go? We're gonna go? We're gonna go for it? No. She likes to tease me. But when she's in the kissing mood, Mama gets kisses, doesn't she? And bites and nibblies. You save all your kisses for me, Charlie? Of course, Mama T. Of course I will. You're my sweet little mama. Anyway, where is my precious, I wrote, and then I replied to myself, because I'm a bit sad like that. Hopefully awakened, aware in his own soul, body, mind, and loving the Tanya too. Oh. I know who loves me. Platonic loves, which pretty much for me are the best kind since I'm safe with him. So there is that. So I know who loves me, people of Earth. Then I got a reply from one of my angels. So this is where it might get a little bit weird, people, but they jump in on my YouTube videos too, and sometimes they jump in on my writings. But they made perfect sense, so I left it in there. Look, Tanya, how many times do we have to tell you? Quit with identifying as a hobbit, which is not fair because I am actually a hobbit. I'm short and I have big feet, just like a hobbit in Lord of the Rings. I really am, by definition, a hobbit. If the Lord of the Rings was real, in that dimensionality, I'm a hobbit. Short you might be. The fat thing is slowly, pardon me, falling away. I might be slim one day, wouldn't that blow our heads back? By the gods. Anyway, my beautiful man will have to love me whether I'm larger or svelte one day. He'll have to love me in all aspects of my being. Because I'm going through quite serious alterations through no fault of my own. It's amazing what breathing and being oxygenated can do for you. Also, my time has come and I've reclaimed it. So now, glitching in the matrix as I often do, I might change form slightly as I get older. Get slimmer, fitter, wilder, wiser, maybe even a bit more mischievous because I have more energy, more delightful, more motivated. I know, Bobo's in heaven. Anyway, short you might be, says my angel who didn't identify themselves. The fat thing is slowly falling away, which it is. You are powerful beyond measure, which I am, even though I've had to come to terms with that recently. Can you stop that, Charlie? I don't want to be bitter. No biting to mama. Even at times astonishing we angels and or gods who have kicked you back into this existence a multitude of times. When are you going to trust us? We know what is good for you. They do. They do actually. I fight them daily, but they, the gods, do know what is good for me. It's no accident they brought me to a psychiatrist that decided that he was going to save my life even against my own will. No accidents in the universe, people of Earth. By the gods. I love you, Brian. You're a good man. When are you going to trust us? We know what is good for you. Who your most cherished, beloved, loyal, faithful, devoted, sweet, romantic partner is and or will be for the rest of your lives together. Stop fearing it. Love and the one. I do fear the one on some level. I fear that I might invite the one who I firmly believe is the one and have it all turn out to be an illusion or worse, become life-threatening like I have in the past. I do fear that. I'm still standing on the diving board looking down from a very high position, falling, fearing the crash at the bottom or the safe landing, beautiful soul-nourishing container that might actually be waiting for me, but either way, I even fear the fall. Okay? It's serious, serious fears I've had to overcome in the past 10 years. Stop fearing your own self. And bitch, please, yes, I'm calling myself a bitch. Sometimes I do that too. Stop fearing your own self and bitch, please. Keep channeling your inner Galadriel, as you are a hobbit in stature and big-footedness only. We gifted you immense power and vision at the last near death. For the love of all the gods, how many times do we, the gods, have to almost kill you before you realise, actualise, and manage your own power? Learn to share it, co-create it, conspire to inspire. We have spoken. Me. Okay, angels. But seriously, people of Earth, can you believe I do this shit sober, laughing my ass off? Yes. Can you believe it? Sometimes I don't believe it myself. But anyway. Here's the lovely pavlova I finally, built up today. I won't bother reading the little blurbs I put on that. Here's my lunch I made today. It's hard to see with the, there we go. Apricot chicken and salad. I made the salad yesterday. And there you have it. That's today's musings that I'm sharing with you. And I'll just write on the title, Musings of Even Date, and so you know that it's not reading the Arabian Nights, which I'll have to come back and do maybe tomorrow, maybe after this. We'll see how I feel. A bit tired now. But anyway, I hope that gave you some interesting insights, particularly the women that are on my channel, fellow survivors of complex PTSD on my growth potentials and where I'm going with life, and hope it was of interest to you. If it wasn't of interest, you would have blipped me off a long time ago, and that too is perfectly acceptable. And meanwhile, have a wonderful new year with your friends, family, community, tribe. Don't forget to laugh in the face of life's little twists and turns, and wrest joy out of every moment of every day, and work hard and aspire and inspire and conspire towards your goals, and may we all be blessed with the lives that we've been dreaming of and manifesting, in my case, for 3 decades, maybe even more, because 59 years and 8 months, almost 8 months anyway. Blessed be from Titania's realm. Remember that magic happens, and real loves love you no matter what, no matter who, and never leave you, never abandon you, never neglect you, are always present, even if it's only through the medium of the internet or, but they're always there, and you know that they're there because you feel them in your heart and soul. And to you, my beautiful friends, God's bless. May we all have the most wonderful year together, doing what we always do best, living our best lives, dancing, playing music, creating, serving alcoholic delights, singing, wherever your talents lie, or whatever however you express your service in this paradigm, make it the best that you can be. You be the best version of yourselves, and take joy and delight in every day. Bye for now.